Who's quicker, an amateur in a McLaren Artura GT4 racing car or a World Championship winning pro in an Alpine A110 road car? We've come to Palmersport at Bedford Autodrome to find out.
This is Amrit. She works on the wider car magazine digital hub, and while she's an experienced road driver, she's fairly new to the team and thus has never driven on a circuit before.
So, Amrit, be honest, are you a little bit worried?
A little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm more excited than I am worried.
Good. Excitement is the key for this. That'll stand you in good stead, I reckon.
This, meanwhile, is our pro. His name is Hayden Chance, and he's a radical world champion and a European endurance champion.
And then equally, Hayden, on the other side of the coin, tell me, how many races have you done now?
Somewhere in the hundreds over the years, including karting.
Brilliant. Okay, so that's what you've got to think about.
Yeah.
It's safe to say there's a fairly broad experience gap between our drivers, and to find out how that translates in reality, each will have to set a lap time in their respective cars, but only Amrit will have tuition from Alex, one of Palmersport's chief instructors. Before we get to the actual laps, however, let's take a closer look at what each person is driving.
Amrit, this is your chariot. It's a proper McLaren Artura GT4 racing car. Thoughts?
Are you serious? You're going to send me out in
Oh, yeah.
an Artura?
Yeah.
And
Not just any Artura.
I mean, it's
GT4.
a racing. Yeah. It's a beast, isn't it?
I mean, it is.
And it's my first time on track.
And it's also on wet tyres at the moment, but it should dry out, so you're going to get slicks as well.
Oh, great, yeah.
First time on slicks.
Okay, maybe I'm a bit more nervous than I said I was.
Beautiful.
This is every bit the bona fide racing car. Like the road version, it's got a carbon monocoque chassis, but because they ditched the hybrid element of the V6 powertrain, this car comes in 130 kilograms lighter. It uses a 7-speed transmission rather than the 8-speed like the road car, and has a mechanical limited slip diff instead of an E-diff to put down 480 brake horsepower through the rear wheels.
That is a proper racing car, no doubt about it, but let's have a look at what the pro is going to be driving.
This is the Alpine A110. In my opinion, it's still one of the very best sports cars on sale today. It's mid-engine, rear-wheel drive, and very light at just over 1,100 kilograms. However, even in this S-Spec car, its 296 brake horsepower output is almost 200 brake horsepower less than the Artura, and because the curb weight between the two cars isn't that far apart, that's going to make a huge difference.
So Hayden, Alpine A110S is a brilliant little sports car, but it is mainly based for the road. So it's got road tyres, road suspension, and it hasn't got anywhere near the aero that your LMP3 daily racing car has. So do you think it's going to be quick enough?
I hope so. And I'm going to do everything I can to try and make it quick enough.
Yeah. I mean, it's freezing, so do you want to head out and do some sighting laps and see where it's at?
It's a great idea, let's do it.
Good, let's do it.
Despite being very different to what he's used to, Hayden took to the A110 immediately and set about finessing his lap with steely determination. Meanwhile,
3, 4 bar now. Gear 4, let it rev a little higher, I'll tell you when. Gear 5, foot to the floor. Gonna go a bit further. Brake hard, 4th gear. And then turn now, squeeze the power on in one smooth action. Let's go now. Off the gas and just turn. Accelerate again, let's go now.
Alex's instruction was second to none. Clear commands mixed with an intimate knowledge of the car and track meant progress for Amrit was rapid. She was getting quicker and quicker, scrubbing off several seconds from her first few laps. There was still a way to go, but her pace was looking good, even if she may have got a little carried away at times.
Turn left, don't worry. Just turn, all happened too late.
Sorry. I took a breath in and I was like, what the
We're going to turn right, just everything was too late. The brakes and then naturally the turn
I'd lost
was too late.
concentration, sorry.
That's okay.
Over in the A110, meanwhile, Hayden was ready to set his timed lap after just a few minutes of practice, and, well, it wasn't hard to see why.
I mean, the speed down the straight is not far off the McLaren. Yeah, he's on it.
Hayden's times were fast and consistent. His best on the initial runs of the South Circuit was a 1 minute 7.14, a great lap given the conditions. However, after her introductory session, Amrit had slashed her lap time and was on virtually identical pace in the Artura GT4. It really was that close.
Yeah, no, we'll just go and have a chat.
Sat there.
Can't open the thing.
In the little window. Can you open it?
No, I feel like a cat that's trapped. Oh, wait.
That's it, yeah. You didn't hang about. Like, the
straight
second
on it.
lap, you're coming around here with about as much speed, or if not more, than the Alpine was, like, on its last lap. Did you have a couple of moments?
No.
No.
Yeah, I spun out a couple of times. And the second time, I actually got a little bit scared, so I, hung back a little bit.
Only the second time, not the
The
first time.
first time, I was just like, go again. But then the second time, I was just like, yeah, that was a bit, because I was a bit too sudden with the steering. And again, the difference between this and a road car is just how direct it is and how much it reacts to you in your slightest movements and stuff.
It's worth noting that what Amrit is doing, namely driving the Artura GT4, isn't just something special for this video. As a member of the public, you can absolutely come down here and drive that very car and get an instructor to push you further than you would think possible. We'll leave a link to Palmersport in the description below, but trust me when I say this, there's very few, if any, track day experience companies that will let you go this quickly in cars that are this fast. Clearly, Amrit was in with a strong shout of winning, so after lunch, and to inspire her further, instructor Alex took her out as a passenger for a couple of tyre warming laps, which she clearly enjoyed.
The tyres are getting better now, so I think one more lap and then we'll change places, yeah?
Having seen just how far she could push the car, Amrit was ready to go out for her second and final run.
I think I'm more scared of this run than the first one.
Don't be, the car's going to be better now, actually. Go now, go, 3, full power, 4, foot to the floor, 5, we're going to go a little further, brake hard, 4th gear, now turn left, back on that power, look ahead, accelerate, let's go, off the gas and turn, go now, go now, go. That's great. Now brake gear 3. Turn left, accelerate again. Let's go. Look ahead, full power now. My side of the road. That's great. Off the brakes, close to that curb. Turn left to the curb, accelerate again. Let's go now. 4th gear, foot to the floor. 5th gear, your way just slightly. Your way just a little. Go a bit further. Brake hard, really hard. Gear 3, brake hard, 2 gear shifts. Your way a little bit. That's great, going to brake a little, and then turn here, squeeze the power on in one smooth action. We're going to bear left, but keep going. Let's go now, go. Brake gear 2, turn, and then run wide, start to accelerate. Let's go, full power now, foot to the floor.
Crucially, Amrit was now semi-familiar with the car, meaning she was taking instruction better and getting more out of it. Alex recognised this and was pushing her further and further. Once again, and in drying conditions, the times tumbled, and Amrit was clearly pleased with her efforts.
Oh my God, I want to go again.
Hayden, however, was not letting this go without a fight. Despite battling rising tyre and brake temps, he was squeezing every last inch out of the A110 road car, trying to close the performance gap to the mighty Artura GT4.
Oh, it's moving under braking. Oh. Oh. It's now getting to the point where he's pushing it so much, this is going to be diminishing returns before long. I mean, given that that's a road car on road tyres, it's nowhere near as powerful. He's got the most out of it. You can see he's getting the most out of it. Oh, you can just hear the tyre, just that churning of the tyres and the screeching.
Eventually, and after several mammoth efforts, Hayden was satisfied, or as satisfied as any racing driver can be with their lap times, and the final scores were submitted. Both had improved significantly over the initial runs, where the times were almost identical, but who would take the ultimate crown?
So, before we announce the winner of the test, I've just brought along Alex, who is the instructor of Amrit in the McLaren, and he helped her get up to speed. So, Alex, just tell us a little bit what Amrit was like and how you found instructing her.
Yeah, so she did really well. I think made really good progress. She was confident, but not overconfident. And I think she took on board everything I needed to say and really helped get, I think, the maximum we could have done with the time we'd got.
Good to hear. Okay, but the important point is, in the inaugural car magazine Palmersport Pro vs Am McLaren Artura GT4 versus Alpine A110 lap time challenge, the winner is Amrit!
It's all down to him, really.
The time that Amrit achieved was a 1 minute 2 seconds 0.8, and I've got to say that Hayden, despite the fact you were in a road car on road tyres with a lot less power, you were only 1.5 seconds off, which I know as a racing driver is not much, commiserations, but still, that's a hell of an effort. So well done,
Definitely.
Hayden, as well. And if you want to actually come and try and beat Amrit's time, or Hayden's time, good luck with that, then you can actually come down to Palmersport and do it for yourself. You can simply book on, which I'd thoroughly recommend. Thanks for watching.